Hey guys, welcome to another set breakdown. We've got the 1992 Topps Complete Set Baseball. I'll go through and pick all the guys who currently don't charge for an autograph, who do it for free, or at least have a long history of doing them for free. And then these are the guys who charge. There's 211 that do it for free and 114 paid. It's decent. This is decent right here. I know a lot of sets I've done have been pretty much the same. It seems like about double signed for free than guys who charge. But look, my gloves making noise. But yeah, these are the ones that I'm going to do here. I'll go card by card and to tell you the guys who charge or to do it for free, and then I'll go through and show you sorry, I'm trying to announce the guys who charge and how much they charge. I'll go card by card. Same with this right here. All the addresses are on Sports Card Forum. You can go on there, and basically all the guys on here have addresses on that site. It's free to sign up. You can look at it, and if you have any questions about how to do TTM, I do have a video on my feed. It's probably a few months old now that shows my whole process of what to buy, what I do personally to prep cards, and just basically the whole process from start to finish. So let's get going. We got Jim Acker, Ruben Amaro, Paul Osemacher, Scott Bales, Jeff Ballard, Skeeter Barnes, Jay Bell, Mike Bilecki, Mike Bordick, Sean Bosky, Jerry Brown, Steve Buechele, Jay Buhner. He started doing TTM recently. We'll see if he got buried in mail and he's not going to do anymore, but as of right now, he still does it. So Brett Butler takes a long time. So does Greg Cadaret. Casey Kendall, Chris Carpenter, Rick Cerone is one per submission. Wes Chamberlain, Jim Clancy, Pat Combs, Chuck Krim is hit or miss. Ron Darling is kind of a hard one to get to, but you can send him to, I think it's the Yes Network or whatever the Mets one is. I believe he signs through there. Danny Darwin, Doug DeCenzo, Jack Doherty, Steve Decker, Chris Donnells, Brian Drayman, Kurt Dressendorfer. This one's interesting. Mark Eichhorn. He's been a great TTMer for free for a very, very long time. He has sent out a letter saying that starting soon he's going to start charging $5 per autograph just because it's taking a lot of time away from his family and stuff. So I have him in this pile, but pretty soon I think he's going to be $5 only, maybe strict on that. So just FYI. Kyle Eldred, he's started to sign a little bit here recently. Steve Farr, Jeff Asaro, Sid Fernandez, Mike Fitzgerald's hit or miss, Dave Fleming, Scott Fletcher, Cliff Floyd. It's kind of a hard one to get as well, but if you send it to, I believe, Marquee Network, is that what the Cubs television is? He tends to catch up by the end of the year. That's what the trend has been. Tony Fossis, Steve Foster, Greg Gagne, Ron Gant. He's got a couple cards here. Phil Garner. Scott Geroltz is starting to catch up on his TTMs. He kind of didn't sign for a while. Bernard Gilkey is a rookie league. I believe he's a rookie league hitting instructor or like the Cardinals organization hitting instructor. So he kind of bounces around. He does sign sometimes from the rookie league team in, I don't know if it's in Arizona or Florida, but take a look at that. Danny Gladden looks like he might only sign at spring training for the Twins every year. So you might have missed your window there. Jerry Don Gleaton, Juan Gonzalez, Luis Gonzalez. He does sign through the Diamondbacks, but he's very streaky when he signs. Jim Gott, Joe Gray, Tommy Green, Kip Gross, Mark Gubicza, Lee Gutterman, Jose Guzman, John Habian, Eric Hansen, Mike Harkey. Pete Harnish has had some TTM successes. Oh, I want to say, man, it was late last year. He has had a couple since, but he might be kind of spotty. Donald Harris, Greg Harris, the other Greg Harris, Lenny Harris, Mike Hartley, Brian Harvey. Billy Hatcher's very hard to get as well. He's 1 per, but like it just seems like his windows are super short, and he doesn't go back and catch up on the guys that sent to him. So, yeah, Doug Henry, Dwayne Henry, Jose Hernandez. All right, we got Roberto Hernandez. He's very good. Xavier Hernandez, Joe Heskett's kind of hard to get. What I did, I sent him a few of the same card and told him to keep all but one, so that worked. Greg Hibbard, Brian Hickerson, Chris Hoyles, Darren Holmes, Rick Honeycutt, Charlie Huff, the TTM GOAT, Art Howe, Jay Howell, Rex Hudler, Mike Huff, Jeff Hewson. I just got him back this past week. Pete Cavaglia, he does sometimes sign through where he manages in minor leagues. I've not checked where he is right now, but maybe sometime this summer, send off a couple cards and cross your fingers. Darren Jackson, Brooke Jacoby, Chris James had some successes recently. I sent some 87 Topps cards off to him. Hopefully I'll get those back at some point. Dave Johnson, Jeff Johnson, Jeff Juden, Tom Kelly, Terry Kennedy, Dana Kiker, Eric King, Jeff King, Bob Kipper, Bill Kruger, Dennis Lamp, Les Lancaster, Bill Landrum, Tony La Russa. He's 1 per. And I've noticed if you don't put a fee in, he just squiggles like a little tiny autograph on it. But I've seen some people throw in a little money and they get this big loopy autograph. So I don't know. Depends on what card you want to see signed. Maybe Terry Leach, Mark Lee, Scott Leyes, Darren Lewis, Mark Lewis, Jim Leland. Currently, he's not signing for free, but he does have a history of signing. Maybe this summer he'll open up his mailbox again to do it. But as of right now, don't bother sending them to him right now. But keep your eyes open on him. Jim Lindemann, Greg Linton, Scott Livingston, Bob McDonald, Mike McFarlane, Rob Malakote, Dave Martinez, Paul McClellan, Brian McRae, Orlando Merced, Pat Marullo, Hinsley Mullins, Bob Malacki, Keith Miller, Trevor Miller. Oop, knocking over George the Animal Stealer over here. All right, it's the last batch of the guys who signed for free. We got Mickey Morandini, Mike Morgan, who just had some successes this past week, Tim Naring, Charles Nagy, Jaime Navarro, Pete O'Brien, John Olerud. He's 2 per, but I don't know. A bit hit or miss as well too. So I would think it's like $10 if you send more than 2 cards, something like that. Joe Oliver, Greg Olson, and the Greg with 2G Olson, the pitcher, Jesse Orozco, Dave Otto, Don Paul, Dan Pasqua, Bob Patterson. Gary Pettis is kind of hit or miss here lately. I think if he doesn't have a success soon, I'll probably take him off my lists for free soon. So, Lonzo Powell, Jason Pruitt, Harvey Pulliam, Jamie Quirk, Dennis Rasmussen, Jeff Reed, Gilberto Reyes, Arthur Rhodes, Greg Riddick. Same with Dave Vergetti. Used to be able to sign and he'll catch up kind of during spring training and that sort of thing for free. But I've not had seen a free success for him in a while. So he could be booted off the list with Pettis here probably in a couple months. So Don Robinson, Jeff Robinson, Buck Rogers, Scott Ruffcorn, Tom Runnels, Scott Ruskin, Chris Sable's very hit or miss, Luis Salazar, Bill Sampin, Mackie Sasser, Bob Scanlon, Mike Schooler, Pete Shorrock, Steve Searcy, Aaron Seeley, Scott Service, Al Shirley, Buck Showalter, Mike Sims, Doug Simons, Joel Skinner, Joe Slusarski, Bryn Smith, Pete Smith, Zane Smith, Billy Spears, Ed Sprague. It's kind of hit or miss, but he has been signing some lately. Lee Stevens, Kurt Stillwell, Todd Stottlemyre, Franklin Stubbs, BJ Sturhoff's another elusive guy, but he does sign from time to time for free. Bill Swift, Frank Tanana, Kevin Tapany, Eddie Taubensee, Wade Taylor, Walt Terrell, Scott Terry, Mickey Telleton. If you're looking for, he was signing through his minor league team last year. I believe he's still with that team this year as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing if he will continue signing this year. Bob Tewksbury, Jeff Treadway, Bobby Valentine, Gary Varsho. Mo Vaughn is another streaky guy. Hard to really find a pattern of how he signs, but he signs through his academy down in Florida. Omar Vizquel was a good one for a short while last year. We'll see if he continues signing this year. Haven't seen his success in a little bit. Chico Walker, Jeff Ware, Alan Watson, Bill Wegman, John Wayner, Steve Whitaker. Ed Whitson has been very good lately. He hasn't really been catching up. He's just been kind of signing what's coming to him right now. Mark Williamson, Trevor Wilson, Ted Wood, Gerald Young, Todd Zill's been good as well. Eddie Zosky. Those are the free guys. And this is as of, what month is it? It's March 16th today? March 17th, 2025. So if you're trying to date this video, if you're watching this much later on. But let's go to the stack of who charge and how much. You can find the addresses on Sports Card Forum. SportsCollector.net has some as well, but Sports Card Forum for baseball works perfectly fine. But let's go ahead and start talking about the guys who charge. Jack Armstrong is $5. Steve Avery is $17.50 through Pass Pros. That's PASTPROS.com. Wally Backman is $15 through Pass Pros as well. Harold Baines is $20. Jesse Barfield is $15. Kevin Bass is $5. Von Beringer is $5. Bert Blyleven is $20. Mike Boddicker is $5. Wade Boggs is $10. And we have Daryl Boston, who is $15. Dennis Boyd is $5 or $10. It kind of goes back and forth, but if you send him something you really want back, send him $10. If you want to try it out, send him some card you just want an autograph at all, send him $5. See if it works. Yeah, I don't know. Sid Bream's $1. Tom Bernansky's $10 through Pass Pros. Ellis Burks is $20 through Pass Pros. John Candelaria is $15. Jose Canseco is $15 through his agent, Mike McGuire. Mark Carrion is $5. Jack Clark is $12. That's a cool card. Royce Clayton is $15. Will Clark is $20. Roger Clemens is was it 100? Yeah. Vince Coleman is 30 or 20. Sorry about that. David Cohn is 50. Henry Cotto is $5. Chili Davis is $20 through his agent Mike McGuire, Maguire. Andre Dawson's $10. Rick DeLucia is $5. Mike Devereaux is $10. Rob Ducey is $5. Dennis Eckersley is $10. Jim Eisenreich is $5. Kevin Elster is $3. Cecil Fielder is $10. Carlton Fisk is $50. Jim Gettner is $5. Doc Gooden is $20. Goose Gossage is $10 or $25. I think it really depends on what card. I'm sure you can figure out the guidelines if you go through all the submissions, but it seems like it's between 10 and 25. Marquise Grissom is 25. Kelly Gruber is kind of $5 per submission. I don't think it really depends on, like 2 or 3 cards or whatever. Bill Gullickson's $5. Jeff Hamilton is $15. Chris Hammond's $1. Von Hayes is $5. Mike Keith, I believe it's $10. What I can kind of gather. He's a pretty inconsistent signer, but I think 10 will do it. Neil Heaton is $5. Mike Henneman is $10. Teddy Higuera is $10. Then we have Ken Hill is, I believe it's $3. Yeah. Dave Hollins is $10. Jack Howell is 10. Kent Herbeck is 5. Bruce Hurst, I believe it's 50 through Pass Pros, but really hasn't had a whole lot of successes through them either, so who knows. Danny Jackson is 10. Greg Jeffries is 10. I believe that's through Mike McGuire as well. Howard Johnson is 10. Wally Joyner is 15. David Justice is 40. I believe that's through Pass Pros. Jimmy Key is 5. Charlie Liebrandt is 5. Mark Leiter 7. Jose Lind is 1. Kenny Lofton is 65 through Pass Pros. Kurt Manwaring was through Pass Pros, but he's been signing. There was some successes early this spring that was free, and he signed them. So I don't really understand. I don't know his relationship with Pass Pros at this point. Dennis Martinez is $5. Jack McDowell is $5. Willie McGee is 30 through Pass Pros. Kevin McReynolds is $5. Paul Molitor is 20. Mike Musina is 10. Junior Ortiz is 5. Alocina is $1. Rafael Palmeiro is 20. Lance Parrish is 15. Alejandro Pena is 3. Lou Pinella is 5. Eric Plunk is 5. Jeff Reardon is 5. Gary Reedus is 5. Bip Roberts is 20. Jeff Russell's through Pass Pros. I can't really narrow down how much he charges. I think it's $10 maybe. Nolan Ryan is $75 through his foundation. Brett Silberhagen is $10. Ryan Sandberg is $10. Reggie Sanders is $25. Steve Sachs is 5. Ruben Sierra is 10. Lee Smith is 30, but if you want the Hall of Fame inscription, I think it's like another 30 or something. He's really specific on how much certain inscriptions cost as well, or what cards he's signing. Luis Soho is 15. Terry Steinbach, I believe it's $2, but I haven't seen a success in a while. I sent to him about a year ago. We'll see. Danny Tarbell's $2. Gary Templeton's 20 through Pass Pros. Dickie Thon is, I believe it's 13 through Pass Pros. Andy Van Slyke is 25 through Pass Pros. Greg Vaughn, he's through Pass Pros, but I have not seen a single success, so I can't really figure out what he charges. Frank Viola is $5. Larry Walker's 25. Lou Whitaker is 25. Devon White is 20. Steve Wilson is 5. Willie Wilson's 5. And Herm Whittingham is $5. So that's it for the 1992 Topps complete set. The set breakdown. It's a pretty good amount of cards. I mean, you can get this set for super cheap. $15 maybe. 10 locally maybe you can find it. It doesn't have any crazy rookies or anything like that. It's got a couple decent rookies, but these were mass produced, so you can get them pretty cheap. So yeah, I would suggest buying this set. Just gives you a lot of ammo to do TTMs and that sort of thing. So I will have the 1992 Topps Traded set breakdown here later this week, and I'll have that up sometime probably in between Wednesday and Sunday. If not, I haven't figured out how to schedule it, but just keep your eyes open for it. But I just want to thank everyone for watching. If you think I earned your subscription, please subscribe. We do these set breakdowns as well in between our TTM videos, the haul videos. And please like this video and comment down below some guys you're going to target from this set. And yeah, so I just want to thank everyone for watching, and stay tuned for later this week. We'll have the traded set, and on Wednesday and Sunday we'll have the haul videos. So I just want to thank everyone for watching, and see you soon.